Captain America Brave New World was directed by Julius Onah and it stars Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, aka the new Captain America. This is the fourth Captain America movie, and this movie takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So in this movie, we have Sam Wilson, who's now took the mantle as Captain America, while Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross became the president of the president of the United States of America. Until they found out there's some weird conspiracies going on, bad things are happening, and now it's up to Sam Wilson to try to solve this problem, and now we got our movie. Now I'm going to say this right now. I was really looking forward to this movie, but there were some people out there who was kind of worried about this movie, but for me, I wasn't as worried as some of the fans were, or most fans actually, but for me, I was a little bit worried, but that's all I can say. But I did enjoy the trailers for the most part. It sounds like the trailers did bring some things to the table, but for the reviews, I heard some people who have seen this movie didn't like it. Now there's some people who liked it, some people didn't like this movie, some people say it was okay, and some people say it was meh. But for me, what was my opinion on this movie? Did I like the movie? Well, yes, I really love this movie, but I wish they could have used a little bit more work for this movie. There were some things I like, some things I don't like, but all I can say is, I did enjoy this movie, but like I said, I just wish this movie could use a little bit more work. That's all I can say. So, with that down, let's talk about the actors and the characters themselves. Starting off with is Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, aka the new Captain America. Now Sam Wilson has been Captain America. Now Sam Wilson took the mantle as Captain America in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now a few years later, he's Captain America till this day. Now, with Sam Wilson as our new Captain America, he's trying to figure out who is behind this and what can he do to solve this problem. And when he found out there's weird things going on, he's trying to find a way to solve whatever is going on. He's going to try to find a way to solve this problem. And I do like the chemistry that he has with that he had with Joaquin Torres as they work together as a team in this movie. And he also has to fight against the Red Hulk. And that's it. And Anthony Mackie was really good in this movie as Sam Wilson, aka our new Captain America, and that's all I can say for Captain America. Next up is Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres, aka the new Falcon. In case you don't know, I did look this up. Joaquin Torres was the new Falcon in the Marvel Comics, and now they brought it to the MCU. Joaquin Torres was introduced in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now, a few years later, he was put into this movie as the new Falcon in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, with Joaquin Torres in this movie, there was some... Now, he did have some moments, he did have some funny moments, but there were some moments where he was kind of annoying, but there were some moments where he was a bit more serious. When he goes on this mission, he does take things very seriously for the most part. And he did have like at least one or two emotional moments in this movie. So that's all I can say. And one thing, I like the chemistry that he had with Sam Wilson in this movie. So I think that's all I can say. And Danny Ramirez was really good in this movie as Joaquin Torres, aka the new Falcon, and that's all I can say for the new Falcon. Next up is Carl Lumbly as Isaiah Bradley. Now, Isaiah Bradley doesn't even know what's going on. Now, we were introduced to Isaiah Bradley in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now Isaiah Bradley is back in Captain America Brave New World. So it was really good to see him again after being gone for at least, let's just say 4 years, I think. I don't know. Since The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Isaiah Bradley in this movie, he's trying to figure out what is going on, and he doesn't even know what is going on, and he's trying to figure out, he doesn't even know what is going on, and I think that's all I can say, but even though he wasn't in the movie all that much. So, yeah, Isaiah Bradley wasn't in the movie all that much. I think he was in the movie for at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times. I don't remember. But, yeah, like I said, he was not in the movie all that much. But I think that's all I can say. But Carl Lumbly was really good in this movie as Isaiah Bradley. And that's all I can say for Isaiah Bradley. Next up, and last, but definitely not least, last but definitely not least is Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk. Now with Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, he became the president of the United States. And as he became the president, he found out there's bad things happening, and he's like, Sam Wilson, just stay out of this. He's just like, Sam Wilson, just stay out of this, like stay out of this whole thing that's happening or whatever. But and then when Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, when he gets really, really pissed off and when he gets angry, he turns himself into the Red Hulk. Now, the Red Hulk, I really liked in this movie. The Red Hulk was a huge, power-hungry monster and a beast all at the same time. But there were some times where I was just like, I like the visual effects on the Red Hulk. Yes, I did like the visual effects on the Red Hulk, but there were some times where I was just like, I think some of the CGI on him in some scenes in the movie could have used a little bit more work. That's all I can say. But I did enjoy the Red Hulk in this movie. He was a badass character in this movie. And I think that's pretty much it. And Harrison Ford was really good in this movie as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk, and that's all I can say for Red Hulk. And Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. So that's it for the actors and the characters themselves. Let's talk about the action sequences. Excuse me. The action sequences in this movie were absolutely fantastic. I love the action sequences, and I did enjoy some of the hand-to-hand combat movements in this movie. And one of my favorite fight scenes will have to be Captain America fighting against the Red Hulk in this movie. That was one of my favorite fight scenes in this movie. But all the action sequences, they were pretty cool. But I think there's some action sequences that had some chopped up editing. Some had like most of the shaky cam and fast paced editing. And I was like, whoa, y'all gotta slow down. Like, I know y'all doing some action. I know the action sequence is happening, but just slow down a little bit. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the shaky cam with every action sequence in any movie. I was like, the shaky cam is really starting to grow on me, honestly. It's just really starting to not work for me at all. But I did enjoy most of the action sequences. That's all I can say. Now, with the story and the plot for this movie, it's really hard to follow. I think it's because it has to do with the reshoots. I think it's because it has to do with the reshoots before the movie's release. Like, they decided to like do some reshoots, like cut some scenes in the movie and just do the reshoots again. And I think there was some reshoots they didn't have enough time to do, which I can understand. But I think there were some scenes with the reshoots could have helped up a little bit better. With the plot and the story was, like, honestly, it was a little bit hard to follow. With this movie, it was pretty hard to follow, and I'm talking about the story and the plot for this film. It was really hard to follow on what's going on. And I mean, and there were some times, there were some moments where it was kind of a little bit easy or hard to follow, depending on everyone's opinion. And I'm talking about those who have seen this movie. But for me, it was a little bit hard to follow on what's going on. And there was some mix and twist to it, which I wish that didn't happen. But but was this movie rushed? Well, the movie wasn't as rushed as Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was very, very rushed pace. It was very rushed. It sounds like they were trying to go to they were trying to get to the larger point. But I'm like, look, I get it, y'all trying to get to the larger point, but y'all could have like took your time. With this movie, it did sometimes take its time, but there was sometimes they were trying to get to the main point of the movie. Yeah, they were trying to get to the main point of the movie, but I wish there was some pacing that could have slowed down a little bit, and some editing and pacing could have slowed down a little bit. Now, with the CGI, there was some CGI and the visual effects that I liked, and some are good, some are okay, and some are meh. Like, some of the visual effects, like some in the background, just some of the visual effects in the background, like some didn't match, and some could have just used a little bit more, a little bit more cleanup. That's all. But I think there was like one that I was like, okay, the visual effects in the background don't look too good. Like, what were y'all thinking? And there was some visual effects they did helmed up a little bit better, but there was some visual effects they could have used a little bit more. But for the rest of this movie, I guess that's all I could say for Captain America: Brave New World. So if you have seen this movie, what were your thoughts on this movie? Did you like it? Did you think the movie was good, okay, or mad? But for me, I enjoyed it and I thought it was good. But like I said, I wish there was some things in this movie that could just pace up a little bit better. But I think that's all I can say for this movie review for Captain America: Brave New World. And I can't wait to see these characters. I can't wait to see these characters more in the MCU in the near future. So that's all I can say for this review for Captain America: Brave New World. And there's nothing much else to say, so be sure to like, subscribe, press the notification button, follow me on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you for watching.